Hello, thank you for watching this video. So in this video, I'll be doing question 2 of November 2021 question paper mathematics paper 2. The topic is statistics. So let's go. They are saying a farm stall sells milk in 5-liter containers to the local community. The price varies according to the availability of milk at the farm stall. The price of milk in rands per 5-liter container and the number of 5-liter containers of milk sold are recorded in the table below. Okay, so what are they saying? They're saying that there's this farm stall, right, that sells 5-liter containers of milk to the local community. So the price of the milk differs or changes depending on the availability of milk on the farm stall. So in this farm stall, I would assume that when they have low stock of milk, that's when the prices go up, and then when they have a lot, the prices go down, because you don't want it to be very expensive and you have a lot of stock and then can even be spoiled or something. So let's go. So they're saying now the price of the milk differs depending on the availability of milk. How much milk do we have in stock, right? So on this table that we have here, on the first row, we have the price of milk in rands per 5-liter container. So you know that this milk, all of it is packaged in 5-liter containers and it's sold in those 5-liter containers. So this is on the first row, which is the first top row. You can see over there that you have the price of milk in rands per 5-liter container, which means how much was it costing the local community members to buy 5-liter of milk, right? Depending on the day. Let's look on this day maybe, or maybe it can be the same day but different hours, but let's treat these as days just to avoid any confusions. So on day number 1, you see the milk was 26 rands. Day number 2, it was 32, 36, 28 rands, 40, 33, 29, 34, 27, and 30 over there, right? So which means these are the prices of milk over maybe those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over 10 days. Let's say those are the prices of milk over 10 days. So you can see that, and down here on the second row, these are the number of 5-liter containers of milk sold, which means how many 5-liter units of milk were sold. So you can see on day number 1, right, the price was 26 rands. They sold 48 5-liter containers of milk. So on the next day, the price was 32 bucks, 32 rands. Then look, they sold 30 5-liter containers of milk. So you can see the price went up, and you can see that the number of people that bought the thing decreased as well, because it's more expensive now. On the third day, you can see that the price of milk was 36 rands. Of course, the number of people, or the number of 5-liter containers that were bought was 26, which means now, because it's expensive, so fewer people are affording this thing or want to buy this 5-liter containers of milk, and so on. So on the first row, these are the prices of milk depending on the day, on the availability of stock, right? And these are the number of 5-liter containers that are sold on that particular day at that given price. So we're done here. So you can see that also what is worth noting is that the price of milk is said to be X, and the number of 5-liter containers sold is Y, right? So this price depends on what? It depends on the availability of stock, right? And this number of 5-liter containers sold, I would say it depends on the price as well, because you can see when the price is lower, many people are buying, because you can even see when there were 27, 42 people, that's a lot of people. Or there's a lot of containers sold, not people. Those are a lot of containers sold. So the price is controlled by what? The price is controlled by the availability of milk, and the number of units depends on the price. So you can see that in this case, the number of containers sold, which is on the y-axis, they are a dependent variable. They depend on the price. So the number of units sold depends on the price on the day, right? And those are not controlled by this, so you can consider them as independent variables. So we're done here. Let's go to 2.1. They are saying on the grid provided in the answer book, draw the scatter plot to represent the data. So they want us to draw the scatter plot on the grid presented on the answer book. So this time, I took my time, went out to print this thing so that at least it can be easier and faster to draw, right? Because this is what we want to draw. Okay, so let's get on with plotting our scatter plot, of course. So we have the data here. You can see that the price of milk and rands on the x-axis. As you can see here, price of milk and rands per 5-liter container, right? No problem. And on the y-axis, you have the number of 5-liter containers of milk sold. So it's clear, no problem. So on the first day, the price of milk was 26 rands, right? Where is 26? So you have 25 here, 26 is here. And how many units were sold? Number of 5-liter containers sold, it was 48. So the number of 5-liter containers are red on the y-axis because this is the price. These are the number of 5-liter containers sold. So on day one, the price of milk was 26 rands. So here's 26 rands. And the number of units sold was 48. So 48, I'll say 40, this is 45 here. So 46, 47, 48. So these two will meet up there, 48. Because this is 26, and that is your 48 over there. This is day number 1. Day number 2, 32. The price of milk was $32, always 32. Here's 32 over here, right? Here's 32. And how many units were sold? 30 units. So 30 units is this one here. Here's 30 units of milk that was sold. So you plot it there, right? No problem. So plotted day 1, day 2. Let's go to day 3. The price of milk was 36 rands. So here's 36. 36 is here. And the units that were sold were 26. 26, which is this one here. 26. So here's it. No problem. We're done with this. On day number 4, the price of milk was 28 rand per 5-liter of container. It was $28. So here is 28. 28 is here. So this is 25, 26, 27, 28. And how many units were sold? 44 units. So just below this. Right. Let me find a roller. So it was, the price of milk was 28. I'm sitting at 28 here, right? No problem. So how many units were sold? 44 units, which is this one down here. So it should be this point over here. Right. So we're done with this. Day number 5, 40 units of milk. Oh, the price of milk was 40 rands. So who is 40? Here's 40 here. Here's 40 here. No problem. Then now how many units were sold? 23 units. So 40 went with 23. And so this is 20, 21, 22, 23. Is 23 units. Done. Then we move. Where are we moving? We're moving to 33 rands. So on this day, milk, 5 liters of milk was 33 rands. So here's 33. So 31, 32, 33 is here. How many units were sold? 32 units. So 31. So this is 30, 31, 32, 33. 31, 32, and 33. So those are the units of milk that are sold. Here's it. So this is 33. Oh wait, this is something's wrong. So this is 33 units, 33 rands. So 31, 32, 33. Okay, no problem. And go in with 32 units of milk. 30, 31, 32. So it should be down here. Not there. That one is wrong. This one is wrong over here. Let me make it black so that, or blue. So ignore the blue point over there. Because you can see this is 31, 32, 33, right? and should go with 32 units. 31, 32. So here is it. So this one is correct. Done. We move on. 29 rands milk. It was 29 rands. So here's 29 here. And how many units? 39 units were sold. So just below 40. So here's 39 units. 29 and 39. So it's this one here. So 39 and 29. Done. Right? No problem. What do we have? We have, at some point, it was 34 rands. The bottle of 5 liter, each 5 liter of milk was 34 rands, right? So here's 34, here's 35 here. And how many units were sold? 29 units were sold. So just below 30. So it's this point over here, right? Because this is 34, right? And how many units are sold? 29, which is this one over here. Yeah, oh, good. And then we go to how many units? 27 rands price of milk per 5 liter container. So this day, each 5 liter was 27 rands, right? So it's 27, 25, 26, 27. So here's 27. And how many units? 42 units were sold. That's a lot of units. 40, 40, 41, 42. Here is it. So, wait, did we have? No. So the price was how much? Price was 27, right? The price was 27 rands. 27 is here. So this is wrong as well. This is wrong. Check this out. Ignore the black ones or the blue ones. Whatever color that you see. So you have 27 with 42. Here's 27. 27 is 20. This is 25, 26, 27, 27 is here. And it goes with 42. 27 goes with 42, which is this one over here. Fine. And then we have 30 rands. Where's 30 rands? 30 rands is here. Goes with how many units? With 33 units. So 31, 32, 33. 33 units is here. Right? So this is 33. So only focus on the red dots. And I hope I plotted them correctly, because I can't I hope I plotted all of those correctly. Yeah, but let me double check something. So this, fine, looks okay. Even this one looks okay. And that one, this one. Yeah, looks like everything is okay. And I hope everything is okay. Fine, then what do we do? So we've drawn this thing. So this is 2.1. We're done with 2.1. We move to 2.2. What are they saying at 2.2? They're saying determine the equation of the least square regression line for the data. They want us to determine the equation of the least square regression line for the data. No problem. So they want us to find the equation for the least square regression line for the data. So one would like to call this equation the line of best fit, right? Which is the line that is representative of this data here. So this is 2.2. And you know this is a straight line in the form y is equal to a plus bx, right? So your equation of the least square regression line is in this form. So you can find your a and b using your calculator. Let's do that. So what do you have? So okay, switch it on. After switching on, what do? You go to statistics, search, press mode, and then go to option 2, statistics, right? And then you can see option number 2 resembles the equation of the least square regression line, right? So you take option number 2 because you can see that a plus bx. So option number 2 resembles the equation of the least square regression line. Here on column X, you put all the X values over there. All this X value, you can see X there. It's all this row here. So that is your X represent the price of milk in rands per 5 liter container, which is the price of a 5 liter container in rands. No problem. And the Y here, the Y column, you'll put everything in the Y row, which represent the number of 5 liter containers of milk sold, right? Which is all of those. So let's start with the X. We're going to start with the X, right? So it's 26, 32, 36, 28, then after 28 is 40, right? So say 40, 33, 29, 34, 27, 30. Done with it. We've entered all the X entry points. Now let's go to the to the Y one, right? Go to the Y ones. So 48, enter, 30, enter, 26, enter, 44, enter, 23, enter, 32, enter, 39, enter, 29, enter, 42, enter, 33, enter. So you have entered all these X values there. So one, the equation for the least squares regression line, right? The line of best fit. So what do you say? You say shift 1, then option number 5, regression. And then there's your A, select A there. Your A is 90.47. So your A equal to 90.47 or 48 if you round that off. Then your B, same thing. Say shift, go to 1, then go to option number 5, which is regression. Then take B, which is minus 1.77. That's your B. Therefore, your equation for the least squares regression is equal to A, which is 90.48 minus 1.77x. So this is your equation for the least squares regression line. What you need to understand about this equation is this importance. This is Y here. This Y over here represent the number of 5 liter containers sold. Right? If you use this equation to find Y, you'll be finding the number of 5 liter containers of milk that are sold. And the X here is the price of milk in rands per 5 liter container. Right? So X represents the price of milk and Y represents the number of 5 liter containers of milk that are sold. You need to keep that in mind all the time. No problem. Let's go to 2.3. What are they saying at 2.3? At 2.3, they are saying now, if the farmer sells 5 liter containers of milk for 38 rands, predict the number of 5 liter containers he will sell. Let me read this thing again. 2.3. If the farmer sells a 5 liter container of milk for 38 rands, predict the number of 5 liter containers he will sell. So, what are we doing? What they're saying is that now the farmer sells the 5 liter containers of milk for 38 rands, right? So which is now the price, which is the price of milk now is what? Is 38. So which means we can just say, we can add something here, another block here. So we know that the price at this point is what? It was 38. So this is what they want. They want the value that will be here. They want the value that will be here, which is now how many units of milk, how many 5 liter containers of milk will be sold if the price is 38 rands. Right? So what are you going to use to find this? You're going to use your equation to calculate that. Because I said your X is the price of milk in rands, and your Y represents, if you find the value of Y, you'll be finding the number of 5 liter containers of milk that are sold. Right? So what do? So okay, I'm looking for Y, which is I'm looking because this Y is the number of 5 liter containers of milk sold. I'm looking for Y. I have the X value. My X value is what? Is 38 because X as you can see there, represent the price of milk in rands per 5 liter of milk, per 5 liter container. X again is the price of milk in rands per 5 liter container. So you have the price, which is your X, to be 38. So you want to calculate or estimate, right, how many bottles of milk will be sold, right, or 5 liter container will be sold. So what do? You're going to say, okay, my Y is equal to 90.48, right, minus 1.77 times X. My X is the number, is the price of a 5 liter container of milk, which is 38. The answer to this will be Y, right? It will be Y. Y is equal to, and Y represents the number of 5 liter containers of milk sold. So what do you say? So okay, 90.48 minus 1.77 times 38. So you get that 23.22 units of milk was sold, right? But if you want to be specific and tell them the exact number of 5 liter containers, you can see, you say there for 23, because there will be 23 full 5 liter containers of milk that will be sold, right? That's where we are. So 23 containers of milk will be sold. 2.4. Refer to the correlation between the price of 5 liter container of milk and the number of 5 liter containers of milk sold, and comment on the accuracy of your answer to 2.3. So they want us to look at the correlation between the price of milk, the price of 5 liter containers of milk, and the number of 5 liter containers of milk sold, and comment on our answer, on our estimation here, right? No problem. So this is what? This is 2.4. This is 2.4. What do? If you want to look at know about the correlation, let's go and find the correlation coefficient, right? Shift, statistics, go to regression again, 5, then go to number 3. So you get that the correlation coefficient is negative 0.94, right? Negative 0.94. This is a strong. So if you're commenting to this, you can see that there is a strong negative correlation, right? Because it's very close to -1. Because I always say do this. So your correlation is measured from 1 to -1. Then you have your 0 here. So if your correlation is 1, you have a perfect positive correlation. And here you have a what? You have a perfect negative correlation, right? And anything close to 1, right, is strong if it's close to 1 or -1. Here, let's say maybe you have your 7 here, you have your 7 here. Anything close to, very close to 1, or here, close to +1. So here you have a strong negative correlation here. Here, you have a strong positive correlation. So our correlation is negative 0.94, which is, we have a strong negative correlation. So which means there is the relationship between these two things is a strong negative one, right? The strength of the relationship between the price of milk and the number of 5 liter containers of milk sold is a strong negative correlation. So what you can say about the correlation, you can say there is a strong negative correlation, right, between, which is price of milk and rands per 5 liter container. You write the entire thing, but I'm lazy, so I'll say X and Y, which means when you write it down, you say there's a strong negative correlation between X, which means the price of milk and rands per 5 liter container, and Y, which means your Y is the number of 5 liter containers of milk sold, right? No problem. Also, they wanted to comment on the accuracy. Because the correlation is very strong, right? There's high likelihood that your estimation in 2.3 is close to the actual value, right? Because your estimation, there's high likelihood that your estimation at 3.8 is close to your actual value. So the estimate in what? The estimate in 2.3 is close to the actual value, right? Which means, in simple terms, the accuracy is high, right? That means high accuracy. So the estimate in 2.3 is close to the actual value due to the strong observed negative correlation. That's what I would say. That is what I would say. And I hope this question does make sense to you as it does to me. So I'm done with question 2. Thank you for watching.